Isaiah 35, 1 to 10. The land of God's people is pictured as blooming and rejoicing because the Lord will bring his people back from exile. The people will travel on a highway called the Road of Holiness that the Lord will prepare. Everyone will see the Lord's splendor, see his greatness and power. The Road of Holiness, the desert will rejoice, and flowers will bloom in the wastelands. The desert will sing and shout for joy. It will be as beautiful as the Lebanon mountains and as fertile as the fields of Carmel and Sharon. Everyone will see the Lord's splendor, see his greatness and power. Give strength to hands that are tired and to knees that tremble with weakness. To everyone who is discouraged, be strong and don't be afraid. God is coming to your rescue, coming to punish your enemies. The blind will be able to see and the deaf will hear. The lame will leap and dance, and those who cannot speak will shout for joy. Streams of water will flow through the desert. The burning sand will become a lake, and dry land will be filled with springs where jackals used to live. Marsh grass and reeds will grow. There will be a highway there called the Road of Holiness. No sinner will ever travel that road. No fools will mislead those who follow it. No lions will be there. No fierce animals will pass that way. Those whom the Lord has rescued will travel home by that road. They will reach Jerusalem with gladness, singing and shouting for joy. They will be happy forever, forever free from sorrow and grief. I think I've experienced God's abundance by just being thankful and content with everything that he has given me for my life. And I do read of stories of celebrities or people who have a lot more, a lot more than me, but materially or in terms of fame, intellect, talent, but their life is broken, or that's how I perceive their life to be. They're doing drugs. They're after something. They're it's kind of like King Solomon's life. He's always wanting to try stuff, and but then of course they haven't lived out their life. But King Solomon lived his whole life, and he says that vanity is everything is vanity. And so I feel like the life that I have, it's rich. I love my family. I have peace. I have joy. I enjoy spending time with my children. And yes, that come as a cost, and the cost is that my husband have to work 2 jobs, and he he has to work harder. We have to save more. We can't just when we were just a couple, and we can just money is not an issue. We can just go wherever we want, do whatever we want. But now we have to make sure we keep everything under budget. But the joy that comes from our family life is something that I've never experienced, even when living with my parents, especially because they have a lot of family drama. And so God's abundance is an abundance of joy, of peace, of just things that fulfill my spirit, fulfill my soul, makes me feel life is worth living. And so it's just all those things, and just seeing his work in my life, that he always provide, and knowing that I don't have to be afraid of anything, even in a situation of coronavirus, but still still like just enjoying everything. So that's an abundance of life for me, and knowing that He always protects. Amen. Gì con? Ok, đợi mà tí. Mắt tắt cái này rồi. Ok.